This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
If it matters to you, that's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth?
Take.
Let's do it.
Hello and welcome to the Dr. Phil Show. Today we'll be dealing with two guests who have been married for over 10 years and now are facing marital problems. Please welcome my first two guests, Elizabeth Bennett and Mr. Fitzwilliam Darcy. Mr. and Mrs. Darcy, welcome to the show. Can you please tell us why you're here?
On our 9th anniversary married, my husband leaned over to me and told me what he first thought of me when I met him. He said I was tolerable, but not handsome, not enough to tempt him.
It's okay. It's okay. My dear Lizzie, I have changed as a person, and my feelings for you have changed since I first met you.
How can one's opinion change so much? How can one find me ugly one day and then the next day tolerable?
It all happened when we were at the ball. You argued that poetry wasn't the instrument of love. You were different than all the other women, but I couldn't realize it. But soon I realized that you were really meant for me.
Now, Elizabeth, let me ask you a question. What was your first opinion of your husband?
Well, doctor, I thought him proud and arrogant. He looked down on me and my family on his high horse. The only reason people talked to him was because of his status.
Now, did your opinion change as time went on?
Yes, I grew to hate him even more.
Now, Elizabeth, I understand that Mr. Darcy here proposed to you once before you actually said yes. Can you please explain that first instance?
Yes, I realized my feelings towards Elizabeth were too strong to hide, but I waited to propose because I wanted to wait till she was ready. You see, a few months ago, she denied Mr. Collins' hand in marriage.
Now, Miss Darcy, can you please explain to me who this Mr. Collins is?
Hey, I am Mr. Collins, and I've come here to put an end to this mockery of marriage. Charlotte and I have been happily married for a long time, but I can't stand to see this kind of a wrongly matched marriage. These two don't belong together. Darcy, you should have married someone of your class. And you definitely don't belong, okay? It's not okay.
You have no right to tell me who I can or cannot marry. Besides, you were never supportive of my family in our crisis.
Oh, really? You know it was never about love between Lydia and Wickham. Wickham was just in it for the money, okay? You're a disgrace. Your branch of the family is just sad.
Then that is my sister's fault, not mine or my family's. And I beg you, please leave before you make a bigger buffoon of yourself.
Now, Mr. Collins, you should know that you're going to need to calm your ass down, or I'm going to have to get security to come in here and haul you away like a 7-pound truck. Security!
Elizabeth, think about what you're doing. Think about it, Elizabeth.
Now, Darcy, can you please continue with your story before we were rudely interrupted?
Yes. So I was saying, I wanted to make sure Lizzie wanted to be married, and I thought she did. I proposed to her, but she denied my hand.
Tell him why I said no, my dear.
It was because of the whole fiasco between my friend and your sister Jane.
You broke up my sister, Jane, and Mr. Bingley just because you thought they shouldn't be together.
I care for you deeply, Elizabeth. This is why I helped you when Lydia left us. I hope you realize what I'm saying, and I love you a lot more than Dr. Phil.
Yes, I do realize that you truly love me. And I do realize that our marriage does have its problems. But I do love you, and I know you've helped me along the way with Lydia and Wickham, and that really does mean a lot to me. I do love you, my dear.
Well, isn't that just quaint? That's all the time we have for this segment. Join us next week when we see Donna Summers and catch up on her sushi.
Hey, get back here!
Oh, sweet!
This is going to be a changing day in your life.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
It matters to you. That's what I want to talk about. Are we ready in the booth?
Take.
Let's do it.